They say pride cometh before the fall. Logan Stone, running high on his success with looting and taking out hundreds and hundreds of zombies at the mall, had a fairly leisurely drive back. He stopped off at the old abandoned racetrack and picked up the drag racing sign to add to his collection of random memorabilia. If only he'd known how ironic it was that he'd picked that up and took it with him. Partway through the night, tired and partly delirious, he rounded a corner and hit a tree. He damaged his lower torso, he scraped his arm, and was in critical damage. His fractured lower torso was a constant pain for him. As he got back to the base, he realised this wasn't going to be something that healed up quickly, and he may have to live with this for a while yet. Early on, he tried to ignore the pain and carried on as if normal. He sorted out his storage and took everything out of the APC and the Land Rover. He neatened up the base and put out all the memorabilia he'd found over the course of his journeys. However, the constant pain and nagging dread that came with his injury just didn't stop. He attempted to apply the limited comfrey he had as a poultice, but even that did little to aid his recovery. In his desperation, he turned to something that would help ease his pain. He turned to alcohol. Day after day, he sat there drinking alcohol, trying to blur the pain away. But when he woke up on New Year's Day and saw the amount he drank and the bottles lying strewn all over the floor, he decided enough was enough, and he needed to make a change. He was tired of this place. He'd grown accustomed to it, the empty lockups, the empty trailer park. He'd cleared the area out, but he'd never felt so lonely in his life. Barry, his only companion, although proving some company, did not fill the void that was in his soul. He needed a change, and he needed hope in this desperate time. Logan needed to know if the exclusion zone was still active, whether the borders surrounding Knox Country were still being enforced. He needed to see whether it was possible that he could escape. Was this virus that afflicted all the residents of Knox Country still contained? Had it spread throughout the rest of America and possibly the world? Logan didn't know, but he knew one thing, that he didn't really have much to live for in this lockup. He realized he didn't want to spend the rest of his days not knowing whether he could have had a normal life outside of the perimeter. He came up with many ideas over the next few weeks, but none seemed to be good enough. He could take the APC and try and run through the perimeter fence. However, there could still be armed forces there. He could be shot on sight. There could be zombies, and he would just be moving from one nightmare to another. He could try and do it sneakily, but again, he could only carry so much with him, and he was going into the unknown. As he struggled to come to terms with the fact that his plans were falling apart and his hope was failing him, he turned to his models to give him peace. As he sat there playing with his new model ship, an idea came to him, one that gave him instant hope. He sat there week after week jotting down ideas, formulating his plan, and bringing him hope in this dark time, that he would eventually leave this place and end his nightmare. His plan was simple. He would take his boat and escape the outer perimeter, and he would venture past Knox Country and into the unknown, away from his old life, and venture onto new horizons. The issue, however, was that he had no idea whether the perimeter fence was still operating, whether he was stuck here, or whether there was even a chance that he could escape. Listening to the radio day after day, trying to get a glimpse of what was going on, he often tried the ham radio to see if he could find anything on the other line apart from the emergency broadcast, but as yet he could hear no one. Frustrated, he realised he was going to have to take matters into his own hands to figure out whether there was still an active perimeter, and whether he could escape. So, his first step, he realised, was to construct something that would enable him to look over the area, to see past the treetops, and to see whether there was still anything stopping him from escaping this place. And after a long month of waiting, eating his fill, and patiently waiting for the pain to subside, his fracture finally healed. However, he would never be the same again, and that is where we find Logan in his current state. Hello fellow Spuds, and welcome back to another episode with Logan Stone. So, as you've probably heard from the little narrative that I've put on, Logan is a changed person once again. He no longer has the childish ambitions he did before of fulfilling his childhood dreams. He's had his fill of models, He has made his model railway. He has built his die-cast truck shelf and collected the models that he needed. The pain that he'd had over the last month taught him a valuable lesson, and that was that pride does cometh before the fall. I just can't believe that we got that sign drag racing just before the accident happened. Oh, the irony is just too good. It's just too good. But he was the last couple of days I have tried and been starving him to get his weight down. It was, I think, at 97, but we're getting down fairly quickly actually. But just look how much he drank in that period of time. Like, he drank most of the cupboards bare. It's he drank so much alcohol, it was ridiculous. So yeah, but we kept him basically well fed so that the healing perk would happen and he'd heal up a bit quicker. Annoyingly, we couldn't put a splint on his wound, which would have healed the process a lot quicker. But I'm quite glad that we were able to do it in basically just over a month. So yeah, we're back. We're back and everything is fine. He's all fully healed. He's all good to go. Something that was mentioned in one of the previous episodes I thought was an amazing idea was to basically get our vehicles into their own little storage lots and act as a little garage. I've got the Land Rover in the only one really that has a working door. However, what I'm going to do is make a door on this one. I did want to put the APC in one, however, it's too big to fit. But we are going to need it later on anyway, so I thought I'll just keep it out. And this will be what gets us up to the boat. So, as you've learned from the narrative, the plan and kind of aim for the rest of the series is pretty simple. We are going to get Logan fully prepared and set up to make his journey off into the unknown. We're planning on escaping Knox Country. We're planning on seeing what else is out there, if anything, and hopefully he finds something. However, he has no idea whether the perimeter is still active or whether whether it is even possible to escape. He just doesn't know. So our first point of call is to make a construction that will enable us to see that far, enable Logan to see over the treetops and see whether there is still a perimeter that's active. So, the plan for this episode really is we're going to construct a watchtower. I know a few of you have suggested that I do this in previous episodes, and I think it's high time that we did that. Right then, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to make a couple of sets of double doors. Obviously, I'm going to make another one for the gate as well, because I know a few of you wanted me to do that, so I'll do that quickly. Let's open up the nails. Let's do one. I think we only need one, to be honest. Right, here we go. The other thing that I know lots of you wanted me to do is to fix up these walls, so I'm going to just upgrade these finally to tier 2. It should be significantly better than the tier 1 that we've currently got. So I'll go through that and do that now. That looks already so much better. Can't get tier 3 until level 2, which is a bit of a shame. Until level 7, sorry. But yeah, we'll see what happens. There we go. That's all the walls built to the second level. It looks so much nicer now. Like, so much nicer. Right, and let's build up this this nice double door then, I guess. There we go. We've got a nice double set of doors, which is nice. So we've got all them set up. We've just got one more set of double doors to make for our Spiffo van. And then we're all good. At that point, then, we should start work on our little watchtower, which will be exciting. Right, time to get out the trusty sledgehammer. Boom. There we go, that's one. There we go. All built up. Okay, now we need carpentry. Door. Double wooden door. Why can't I build that there? Destroy. Oh, I need to destroy that light, I think. There we go. Okay, now can I do carpentry, door, double door? No. Why not? Is it just a case of going a bit forward? Is that what's the problem? No. Well, that's annoying. Why can't I? I wonder if it's these bits up here that are stopping me doing it. No idea. Okay, well, you know what? You can just stay open. That's fine with me. It's absolutely fine with me. I can't find a lug wrench anywhere. Like, I don't know where it is. I don't know if it broke or something, but I've checked all the containers. It's just nowhere. No idea. So yeah, I'm slightly frustrated because I wanted to fix up the Land Rover. I have fixed up a little bit, but nowhere near as much as it could be because I can't replace the tyres. I think the condition is averaging about 80%, so it's still pretty good. Right, so I'm thinking just construct like a watchtower here, I guess? Oh, should we let's just do it here. Makes it a bit easier in the middle. Stairs, we need more planks, obviously. How many planks was it? 15. Oh god, okay. That's a lot. Right, okay. So stairs, I guess, then to there. Do we have any flooring? We don't have any planks. Right, guys, I was being an idiot, so you can't actually see the floor. You have to kind of just take a step and hope for the best. And it is actually there. So let's just keep building up. This is really precarious. Right, here we go. Oh, time for the next one. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Third staircase. Oh, Christ. So, what story are you on now? 4? Easy does it. Easy does it. Back up. Back up. Come on. There we go. Okay, right. One more floor. Here. Go. Okay, now can we make the stairs? We need another 5. I need to go back down. Grab those ones. Oh, this is hard. There we go. Oh, I don't like this. There we go. Right, go a bit more into the middle. Feel a little bit better. Stairs. Right. Here we go. Oh, God. Okay. That's 4 stairs. They're on the 5th floor when we get to the top of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And there'll just be one more, and then I'll be done. So let's head on up. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Oh, right, floor. There we go. Right, okay. Drop the planks that we've got. We've only got 2. And that's... Head back down. Grab another few planks. And we'll finish off the last floor. Jesus Christ, that's absolutely terrifying. Oh my god, I don't want to do this. Yeah, I think I'm only going to let Logan climb up this once. He's going to have a look out and he's never going to climb up it again because it's just terrifying. Right, Logan's absolutely exhausted. He's pretty hungry. I'm surprised he's still at 92. I mean, I did have another corned beef, so maybe that's the reason it hasn't dropped. But still, god. Hang on. Did we break that wall? Oh, I'm an idiot. I broke that wall. Can we just, like, fix that? Yeah, that never happened. I never broke it. Everything's fine. Nothing's broken. Right, let's eat something else quickly, just so that we keep up our strength. I mean, some cereal would be nice. Make some cereal. There we go. Eat lots of cereal. His weight's now not going down, which isn't great, but at the same time, it makes our strength a bit easier to manage. Oh, the perilous climb. We do have enough, don't we? That's 25. 28. Should be plenty. Right, up we go. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I hate it when it doesn't just render it. There we go. Okay. Right, we're here. So, time for... I think I've got a feeling actually the max is 8 floors. But I can't remember if it's 6 or 8. It might even be 8 thinking about it, but... doesn't really matter. I think 6 is plenty. 6 he should be able to see over the treetops and onto the horizon, especially if he's got a scope. So, we'll call it there at, at 6. I think if I actually went up to 8, I think I would be genuinely scared. Right, carpentry, stairs, here we go. This is as high as I think we're risking going. I don't like this bit. There. Oh, okay. So let's build some floors then. Floors, there we go. We'll just build like a little 6 area around here. Right, careful does it. Oh god, this is terrifying. Oh, Logan, what have you done? Look at this monstrosity. Jeez, okay. Right. Barry, are you coming up for the ride? I know you're probably terrified, but we'll see. Right, okay, so, we don't really have a telescope, but what we can do is get one of our scopes that we had. Where... I swear I put some in here. Scope. 2-time scope, 4-time scope. There we go, that's what I'm after. This will act as our equivalent of a telescope. From here, we should be able to see the perimeter fence, and Logan can finally check to see whether it is safe for him to venture out into the outside world, or whether he was stuck here forever. Logan stood there, looking out for all to see. He could see far off into the distance, further than he could remember seeing in a long time. Seeing the desolate wasteland without any activity, cars, humans, it just really, really brought it all home. It reinforced his conviction that he would escape this place, and that he didn't need to hang around and wait for the end of his life. As he stared off into the distance, he noticed there wasn't any lights on at the perimeter fence, and he couldn't see any activity through his scope. It was clear to Logan that there was no one else, and that the fence could be breached. It looked like the fence around the river was actually fairly weakened, whether that was due to weather or what. It looked like he could break it down if he bought his sledgehammer and a few basic tools. With that, Logan's hope soared. He realised he could finally escape this place. All he would need is to prepare and head off when ready. Right, so Logan is ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. We're all set basically to set off on our adventure and to escape Knox Country. I think this is a massive step for Logan. I think what we're going to want to do though before we do anything else is next episode I think we're going to want to basically sort out what we're going to be taking with us. It's going to be intense. We're going to want to kind of make sure we bring enough food. We don't know how long we're going to be on this journey. We're going to want to make sure that Logan is comfortable on his journey, I think, with Barry. So I think food is essential. We're going to want to make sure we've got plenty of like cooking pans and stuff so we can cook up water from the river. We're going to want to make sure that he has entertainment. We're probably going to try and make sure that we bring his, if we can, the model train set. I think it would be good to bring with him. Also, plenty of clothes and things. So yeah, we're going to want to just make sure that we pack everything up, bring everything that's essential, and head off. But I think before we do that, I think we're going to want to take our little Land Rover out for one last journey, and we're going to just want to basically give her a proper farewell. She's given us the best time. She's taken us everywhere. She's got us through everything. So I think it's only fitting that we take her for one more drive, one more little adventure before we say goodbye. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've liked what we've seen, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm really happy that we actually got to build this. We just need to get down now without Logan falling to his death, but it should be fine. We're never going to come back up here again. It served its purpose of scouting out the area, so I think that's a job well done. I could make this insanely so much more safe with walls and more floors and everything, but it served its purpose. It is a monument for the ages. Whenever the survivors will come to the area, they will see this and they will know what Logan has built. They will know it has Logan's name all over it. A massive shout out to all of my Patreons: Seth, Jake, Pet, Sloth, Rene, and Overlord Sarath. Thank you very much, guys. You guys are just incredible. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon, just head on over to my page and have a look there. If you want to join the Discord and be part of the community, just head on to the link. It's in the description below. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye-bye.